Bitcoin is here once again in price discovery, and now the big question is, how high will we go? Where is a potential entry if you miss that pump, and where did this pump actually come from? That is something that I want to talk about today. If you think that is interesting, then make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates, especially when we can make a lot of money on it. And now let me show you what I have found here for today. So when we're looking here at the 30 minutes chart, then I want directly start off with a potential trade setup as early as possible so that you might catch the next trade here. So we can see that Bitcoin went here all the way up to $72,561 and there basically got stopped, which is fine, you know. So and when we are pulling then the Fibonacci extension from the last low point to the latest high, then we see that right now Bitcoin is bouncing off the 0.786 on the Fibonacci retracement here at $71,360 is kind of stuck between the new all-time high and the 0.786. So if we break $72,562, Bitcoin most likely will go all the way up here into the next golden ratio of $76,200. That is the next target. That is over $4,000 move. Which is a little bit more than 5% for Bitcoin. So that would be my next imminent target here. When it comes to the actual setup, I would place something like this here. So you see the stop loss would be around $71,391 and take profit at $76,200. You have here a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. That's absolutely fine. So that means to the upside you have potentially 5% with 20x leverage. That's 100% of a potential profit here against this 1.61% stop loss, so potentially 32% to the downside. But so spot on with all these last calls. I believe this one will be not much different. Especially when I look also on the indicator, stochastic about to bottom out, RSI kind of going sideways down, but it's also not that bad, and the MACD is about either to bounce or to give a bearish signal. So but we get on the higher time frames a better clue where we are going from here, you know. So but again, I believe it's to the upside, and we will actually go to at least $75,000 potentially even today. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere with me together, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you use my specific link here. Or if you just want to follow my trades and copy me and let me actually execute trades like they were mine, then go to Margex. No KYC, no VPN needed. If you use here the link below, and just let me show you how profitable we are here right now. So you see here $3,273 in a profit, 32% more or less in that strategy. We were higher already here, really close to the take profit point. When it gets to the take profit point, it's like over 50% of a profit on that position here. And once this is closed, I'm gonna open directly the next one. So yeah, you should go and hurry a little bit to deposit some money on there and use the link in the description below here. And just don't forget, if you cannot use BYBIT, use BITGET or Phemex. All these links are also in the description below. And if you just want to follow normal copy trading with the highest bonus in the industry, also here I'm trading right now on FAIRDESK, then use here the link below. All these links are in the pinned comment and in the description under this video here. So now enough advertising. Let's get back to Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has now convincingly broken the prior all-time high resistance, which is a little bit prematurely. I will be completely honest with you guys. It is a little bit too early for me. I would have liked to see another like 2 weeks consolidation along that line before a break. But we got it now, which is fine, you know. But I believe that we will come back, if it's not this week, then next week, to retest this and hopefully get a bounce from this and continue to go higher. So, but no matter how high we go here, either this week or next week, we are going to see a retest of this level. So, but I would like rather to see it next week than this week, honestly. Now, when we are looking at where we are in the cycle right now. So here is something absolutely insane, because with this week's candle, it's completely confirmed that we have created a new all-time high after the, so before the halving. So the halving is here, this line, this dotted line. The green box here is the pre-halving run that we usually get. So we never went out of that box. So no, sorry, I have to correct myself here. I did not know how high that box would be price-wise, but it should have not gotten over the all-time high, which it now did, you know, so I have to extend it a little bit. So, but you have to understand, this is a complete outlier in terms of the old cycles, you know, so we never went over the all-time high. Look here, there, we did not went over it in that pre-halving run. Also here, all-time high, pre-halving run, but now all-time high here, pre-halving run, you know, so, and we have roughly a month left to into the halving, and Bitcoin has created already a new all-time high, which is highly unnatural for Bitcoin to do something like this. But based on this, I think I have also to raise here my bull market area and also extend it a little bit. Oh no, it's actually here. So this is, that should be marking the end of the cycle. So, and again, with all this bullishness in the market right now, I'm expecting that we are landing by the end of this bull run somewhere in this area here, somewhere here, between 220 and 350, more or less. So here, almost the top. So that is my bull market target. Somewhere in that range, we are going to create our new all-time high for this cycle. So, and look, we are already 30% almost there, you know, so okay, we are 25% right now in that area, so which is crazy, absolutely crazy, that we are 25% already there, and it also tells me we are only 25% into this bull market yet. When we go here to the 4-hourly chart to find out how high we can potentially go here, then again, we have here one last liquidation level on this 4-hourly chart at $76,000, and oh, shocking, this is in alignment with the golden ratio, and I guess that was the whole idea also from whoever placed this trade, that they believe we are not actually reaching this golden ratio here and will get rejected before that, or yeah, or way before that, before we're going to touch it. So I made actually a post just earlier, so there you see it. So here I tagged Gareth Soloway because he's so accurate by shorting Bitcoin all the time, and asked him, is this your Bitcoin short? He had $76,000, because I'm sure he's still trying to short it, you know, so which he normally should better not. So, but yeah, you cannot help somebody, you know, who might be delusional, you know, already at this point. So, but I thought it's funny, you know, to put this out here. When we're looking at the liquidation heat map, that might be interesting because I did not check it before I made the video. Liquidation heat map tells us that here all the way up to like $75,000 is some liquidity. So, but here is not a lot, you know, you can see that there's not a lot. So here's maybe like another $300 million to $74,000, and there it basically stops already. And then we have some liquidity, long liquidations below us, but also nothing crazy yet. So I think we could see potentially some ranging in this area where we are right now. Something what we did here before, you know, we were ranging here before we decided to make that move to the upside. So potentially maybe we see something today again like this, or over the next couple of days, so that we see where liquidity is getting placed, and then Bitcoin will make a directional move. So wherever the liquidity is overflowing to the upside or to the downside. But in the remainder of the time, I still believe the direction, again, is to the upside. And we were now for the last 2-3 months always right with our direction where the market is going. So I don't believe that it will be any different now. Something else that I found that I want to show you guys is here the net Bitcoin ETF flows, daily and total today. So here, look at this, the daily ETF inflow. So it only goes here, unfortunately, until Friday. They did not update this. Sorry, yeah, they also could not update this for today. Yeah, and it has to be tomorrow, the update. So, but you see here, the ETF inflow on a daily base was a little bit crazy. Here on last week, Monday, It was 8,700 Bitcoin, then 10,000 Bitcoin, 4,700 Bitcoin, 4,700 Bitcoin, then here 6,900 Bitcoin, and on Friday 3,300 Bitcoin. So, and I have heard that today is again a big inflow day. So I don't know how much, but I have heard it should be a big inflow day. So potentially over 5,000 Bitcoin again only today. But this can also be led by institutional FOMO right now, because Bitcoin is making every other day a new all-time high. So they will FOMO in right now and will be saying, oh shit, we need to buy before Bitcoin actually hits $100,000, you know. So that would make a lot of sense to me. And you see here also, if you split up the holders, the biggest holders here for Bitcoin under the spot ETF providers, you see here BYBIT is right now at 196,000 Bitcoin. So this is BlackRock. So, and then here compared to MicroStrategy, so potentially they're going to surpass MicroStrategy today. If BlackRock says today we buy another 10,000 Bitcoin, they have 1,000 Bitcoin more than MicroStrategy, unless Michael Saylor comes out and says, hey, I don't let you do that, I also gonna buy today again. So, and then you see a GBTC has still 396,000 Bitcoin, and then here new 9. Okay, so I guess that is the new 9 Bitcoin spot ETFs. So all together, potentially. I guess that's what the, yeah, so ETFs. So this is like all the 9 new Bitcoin spot ETFs. So they are holding together 405,000 Bitcoin here. So, and even Tesla looks so small now compared to all these others. You know, when you look at it, 10,000 Bitcoin against all these ETF providers, miners, and listed companies like MicroStrategy. But anyway, I also want to talk about where we are right now when we are looking at Ethereum and the altcoins. This is our old trade, so for Bitcoin. So I'm gonna talk about Ethereum in a second. So you see here, the setup that I have given you the other day is perfectly playing out here. So we never touched our stop loss. We got close to it. I'm gonna admit that. That was today. Yes, at the daily open. So we got close to it, but we did not touch it, and then we took off. So if you are still in this trade that I just gave you yesterday, I think, or the day before that, so you would be up here 6% on that trade. You know, whatever leverage you're using, multiply that with that. So, and I believe that we are going to hit the target today here. So give it a little bit, but we are going to reach that. Then this is something that I wanted to show you. That's what it was. So look at this. There you see that this rally is institutional driven right now, because I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you where the pump is coming from. So here on the CME futures chart, you actually see that, you know. So here on the futures chart, we went to $73,250, and on spot or on leverage on a futures, we went $800 beneath, $700 beneath that on the high, $72,520. So there is almost a $1,000 spread between the CME futures market and the perpetuals platforms, you know. So if I would go here on Bitstamp, it's $72,300. So there you actually have what a $1,200 spread between a spot exchange and the CME futures. So that is showing you where actually this is be driven from, you know. So it is from the futures market. So as soon as they open today, bam, the market shot up, you know. So what's not shooting up is the so at least the altcoin index, you know. So some altcoins are performing really well right now with Bitcoin together, but a lot are actually bleeding against it. So this altcoin season index was at 63 until yesterday. Now it's at 55 because Bitcoin is running. So this might be changing tomorrow again. So, but every time when we are above 75, we have altcoin season. So we are not there yet. We are not there yet. We're getting close to it, but we are not there yet. And we are also seeing this, of course, here in the Bitcoin dominance. So the Bitcoin dominance is, as I told you yesterday, here going to around 54% right now. I warned you about this. If Bitcoin starts running over $70,000, we are going to see something like this, What I don't want to see is that we are getting here over these candles. So we can get up here, let it be 54.5, you know, so then we have 3 consecutive lower highs, be absolutely fine. And from there, starting going down. So, but now imagine the way Bitcoin is running, how hard altcoins going to run when Bitcoin starts going sideways the next time. So we should start looking massively on how we're going to position ourselves in altcoins. And we're going to do that tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna show you here now still the total market cap, you know, so the total market cap is now also completely going crazy, but it is mostly Bitcoin. I have to tell you that. And I believe this can reach this week easily $2.7 trillion. If we break that level, it will go to $3 trillion in my opinion this week. So if we are not breaking 2.7, then we're most likely going to range here a little bit, which is absolutely fine for me, you know, so I can live with that. But I can see 3 trillion in the next 2-3 weeks. So, and that of course means that altcoins have to pump more. And of course also Bitcoin has to go a little bit higher. So now Ethereum is running too. Ethereum also has broken this really important resistance line to get into the all-time high. So we are above $4,000. Congratulations to everyone. I was telling you we're going to see $4,000 before the halving, and we actually did. So, and here for Ethereum, so this is also crazy here on a weekly scale, 3, 4, 7 weeks now, green candles. So this at some point has to stop, guys, you know, so just that you're aware of that. But in the meantime, for this week, my target for Ethereum is actually, yeah, I have to say it. It's $4,382. So it's not even 10%, but almost. It's like 8%, more or less, to the upside. So this is now my next target here for Ethereum to the upside. So when we're going into the lower time frames, here you see on the 4-hourly time frame that we are about to clear the last longest volume bar on the 4-hourly chart. And once we're doing this, Ethereum could snap here to $4,400 really quickly, because there is no resistance above Ethereum to stop it. So we look also now here on the daily chart, because I'm curious if I zoom here a little bit back, if we are getting here some areas. So yes, so you see there is a little bit. So, but once we are above $4,153, there is basically not stopping anything Ethereum to go here to 4,400 and then push into a new all-time high. So also here, a new all-time high might be just around the corner for Ethereum. So hence why I'm in a trade here in Ethereum. I'm up over to Ethereum on this trade right now. So just to let you know here, full transparency. And if you are asking yourself where you could get into an Ethereum trade, the next best option, if you want to get in, would be at a retracement to $3,950. So like an $80 move to the downside. If you get it, that's your entry. Or if we break the Monday high of $4,063. These are the two entries that I would be looking out for to get into a trade here. And then you of course want to know how high. Here, $4,581, $4,600 would be your target. Let's take it from the Monday high. From the Monday high, this is a 13% move, more or less, to the upside. Again, 20x leverage, even 10x leverage. 10x leverage, it's 130% on that specific move here. So, but again, I would wait for a break of the Monday high or a retracement to 3,950 before I would be looking at to enter this. Now let's have a look at Solana. Solana went to $150 today and got rejected from there for the time being. But MACD is looking good. Stochastic is looking good. Only RSI is not looking that great right now. So, but I believe also here we are going to see more fireworks really soon for Solana, because we have here more or less this bull flag that Solana just broke out of. So, and if I take it here down, Then look at this. The technical target is $190.88 for Solana here in that specific pattern. If we continue to go here higher again, we need to break the Monday high so that Solana can go into a rally. And we have some resistance around $164 and $170. So be also aware of that, you know. So maybe take some profits along the way if you are looking into to trade Solana here. I want to have a look here on the higher timeframes again. Also here, I would definitely put a stop loss just for the argument that the stochastic is already pretty high here. The RSI is slightly overbought on the daily for Solana, but it doesn't mean that we cannot continue to rally, you know. So I expect at least 1 or 2 more legs for Solana before this will turn around. So that could mean that we have like another 2, 3, 4, 5 days where Solana can run before we see here potentially a small retracement in Solana. Guys, that's it already for today. Tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about altcoins and how I'm going to position myself here after Bitcoin stops running and goes sideways again. So you should definitely not miss out on this, and make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you see you then again tomorrow.